everyone, it's me, Amy from Amy Rose Abroad. I'm here to talk to you about healthcare. Not just any kind of healthcare, but healthcare in Europe. For those of you who are new here, I'm an American living in Albania. I have had a chance to go to the doctor, get prescriptions, all of that stuff. So I'm here to give you a deep dive as to what it's like to have healthcare and to get medical services abroad.
Moving abroad should not come with risk or uncertainty. That's why Americans Abroad Referral Service is here to connect you with qualified real estate agents and those who assist you on your move abroad. Email us today at americansabroad2@gmail.com and start your European journey today.
Whether you're planning a short-term vacation or planning to relocate entirely to a different country, healthcare is one of the most important things that you need to know. I'm going to be sharing my experience with the medical insurance in Europe and how it all worked out. I'm going to give you a breakdown because a lot of people say that, oh, it's cheaper, it's this and that, but they don't talk about the types of services. So let's talk about it. You know that I love to include food in my videos, so in between here, you're going to see me make a delicious lunch. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how doctor's visits go when you do not have insurance. When I first came here to Albania, of course, I didn't start off with health insurance, so I chose to use a global insurance company that covered you based off of the country that you were going to. Just to let y'all know ahead of time, I'm not sponsored by any companies that I mention, and I would recommend that even after watching this video, you use your own discretion to find the right insurance for you. So I had to go to the doctor because I had really bad allergies and stuff like that, and because the doctor was aware that I also had asthma, they referred me to go see a specialist. Mind you, this is all in Albania. So I went to an American hospital. In Albania, they have American Hospital 1, 2, and 3, and this is where you can get services. This is one of the main popular hospitals, especially in the city area of Albania, but there are other hospitals that you can look into depending on your specific needs. So when I went to the specialist, I, was given an examination. They said, okay, this is just allergies. This is not going to affect your asthma. So here is some antibiotics and stuff like that, just to make sure that it doesn't get worse. So afterwards, I did have to pay out of pocket for my appointment, and I'm going to show you the receipt right now. Okay, so you saw what the receipt looked like and everything, and now I had to take the prescription for the antibiotics and everything that I needed and get them filled at a pharmacy. Now, there are pharmacies all over Albania, especially if you go to the city center or some cities like Durrës, Tirana. They have pharmacies everywhere, so you don't have to worry about driving millions and millions of miles away just to get your prescription the same day. And usually when you get to the pharmacy, they already have the medication in the back. There's no waiting 15 to 20 minutes in my experience, but of course this depends on the type of medication that you need. I got my prescription and the total price without insurance was 3,900 lek. Now, I know y'all heard the 3,000 and kind of panicked, but don't worry. 3,900 lek is this amount here. That is how much I paid for my medication. Now, I want to remind you that not only did I go to a hospital for a visit, but I also saw a specialist. Okay, so the first price that was shown earlier was actually a specialist, not just a general practitioner. And we all know that a general practitioner and a specialist have different prices, varying on what type of condition that you have. So overall, paying without insurance was actually not as scary as I thought it would be. Now we're going to talk about the types of insurance policies that you can get. You have full coverage and then you have reimbursement. It's very similar to the United States, but if you don't know the difference between the two, I'll explain them right now. So full coverage is, you go to a doctor, they say, oh, it's this amount of money, and you just give them an insurance card, and then the insurance will fully cover your visit. There's no out of pocket. They may include, paying for your prescription and any medical tests tests that you need, anything like that. That is full coverage insurance. Now with reimbursement is when you pay out of pocket, okay, and then you send the claim or you fill out a claim form and give it to your insurance company. They will process it and then give you your money back, either in a check or direct deposit. But everybody's different. You may have other needs, and that's why I say always use your own discretion when it comes down to picking an insurance company. They do have other types of insurances in Albania. They have property insurance, they have automobile insurance, they have business insurance, of course they have health insurance. There are some companies that do provide pet insurance, but again, that is something that you would have to look for and find which coverage is best for you. Because Albania is a part of Europe, they do have a lot of the medications that the US has. Whatever country that you choose to go to or vacation to, make sure that those countries have what you need. I know in Albania, they do have, such things as surgery, medication. They have specialists such as cardiologists. Those of you who need dialysis, they have them there. They have asthma specialists, they have neurologists, they have pathologists. Even if you are experiencing mental health conditions or you need to maintain a certain mental health regimen, they do have psychiatrists and psychologists and counselors and all of that stuff for you there as well. But always, this is just traveling 101, whether it's long-term stay or short-term stay, always bring medication with you. I would say bring at least 1 to 2 months so that you have enough time to figure out what you need. Now, one of the big things that I know I have people emailing me and asking is, who can get health insurance? You can get health insurance. It's actually mandatory. If you're planning to become a resident of Albania, you have to get health insurance. That's actually one of the first steps that you need to do before your lawyers or whoever you're working with even submit the papers to help you apply for residency. If you're not planning to be a resident, don't worry. That doesn't mean that you are unable to get health insurance. They will let you walk in and just make a plan. It is totally fine. You don't have to show proof of residency. In Albania, you can stay up to 1 year if you hold a US passport, a passport from the United Kingdom, or a Canadian passport, and you can apply for health insurance. And I'm going to put a little screen recording and stuff like that of the insurance websites that are popular in Albania right here. I would love to hear from you and just, how you feel about these things. Those of you who have ever traveled to Europe, what are your experiences with the healthcare system? Where did you go? Those of you who are planning to travel, what country would you like to go to? Thank you for watching. This has been Amy Rose Abroad, and I will see you on our next video. Bye.
Moving abroad should not come with risk or uncertainty. That's why Americans Abroad Referral Service is here to connect you with qualified real estate agents and those who assist you on your move abroad. Email us today at americansabroad2@gmail.com and start your European journey today.